y'all, welcome back to my Southern Rustic Kitchen, and welcome if you are new. My name is Sam, and this week I've got some delicious dinners planned for you guys. So let's head on into the kitchen and let's make some delicious meals. We are starting this week out with Memorial Day, and we just did a little bit of grilling out this afternoon. It was a very busy day for us, so my husband tended to the grill. I just opened up a few side dishes to go with it. I had some potato salad that we needed to use up. I opened up a can of baked beans, some carrots. I made some suddenly salad, pasta salad, and some sauerkraut to go with that. And this is what my plate looks like. I just had a little of everything and it was absolutely delicious, and I hope you guys enjoyed your Memorial Day. For dinner tonight, I am making CODDLE soup and Irish soda bread. Now, these are not my recipes. They come from an Irish cookbook that I recently bought. But if I can find the recipe online as well as the cookbook, I will leave them both in the description box down below for you guys. If not, I will link something similar. So I'm making the Irish soda bread first. To my bowl here, I'm adding in my flours, my currants, and sugar. And I'm going to give that a little mix. Then I'm going to add in the leavening powders and the butter. I'm going to mix that up until it's crumbly. Then I'm going to add in my liquid and knead that together until it's a nice smooth dough. Then I'm going to place that on a lined baking sheet, and I'm going to bake that according to their directions until it's nice and golden brown. And then I'm going to remove that to a wire rack to cool completely. In the meantime, we're going to be making some CODDLE soup. For the CODDLE soup, I am just going to crisp up some bacon and remove that from the pan and kind of set that to a side on a paper towel lined plate to drain. Then I'm going to add in my sausage and cook that on all sides until it's nice and golden brown. And then I'm also going to remove that to the same plate that the bacon is on while we cook the remaining ingredients.
Every day. Oh, and if that someone makes you smile and leaves you with a scar, don't let them tell you what you feel.
Now, as you see, I've already added in my sausage back to the pan, and I'm going to also add in my onion, some carrots, potatoes, some seasoning, as well as some broth. And I'm going to stir that around, make sure it's all nice and combined. Then I'm going to cover that with a lid, turn the heat down on low, and just let that cook for a while according to their directions in the recipe. And then this will be ready for dinner. Alright, here is my bowl of soup. I just have some of the CODDLE soup here as well as some Irish soda bread. And you guys, this was absolutely delicious. I thought it was going to be harder to make than what it was, but it took me literally from start to finish about 45 minutes. And it was so good and full of flavor. For dinner tonight, I am making breakfast for dinner. So I'm going to be making some biscuits, tomato gravy, eggs, and bacon. And you guys, I love having breakfast for dinner. So we are going to be starting out with our biscuits. So to my bowl here, I just added in my flour, my powdered milk. I'm going to add in some baking powder, baking soda, and some salt. Now I will leave all of the recipes linked in the description box for you guys so you can check out all the recipes. But I'm just going to mix these ingredients up until they're nice and combined. Now that the baking powder, baking soda, and salt is mixed in with the flour and powdered milk, I'm going to go ahead and add in about 1/4 cup to 1/3 cup of vegetable shortening, but you can do tallow or butter if you prefer. Then I'm just going to mix that up until it's nice and crumbly, sort of like a coarse sand texture. Now that that's all mixed together, I'm just going to go ahead and start stirring the mixture while I'm slowly adding in some buttermilk. And I'm just going to stir that together until it's all nice and combined. Then I'm going to flour a work surface. It can be a countertop or a wood board. And then I'm just going to turn that dough out onto that floured surface and kind of pat it out, flip it over on itself, and kind of pat it out again. And then I'm going to continue to do that for about 5 to 6 folds. And then you're just going to cut out the biscuits with a biscuit cutter. Place them on a buttered baking dish or skillet or sheet pan. Pop them in a 425-degree preheated oven and bake them for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until they're nice and golden brown. Now for the tomato gravy. If you guys have not tried tomato gravy, I highly suggest you try it. It's absolutely delicious. But we're going to start off with the bacon grease. So I've got about 3 tablespoons of bacon grease in my pan. I'm going to add about 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to whisk that together, add in a little bit of salt and pepper, and let that cook for about 1 to 2 minutes just to cook out that raw flour taste. Once the flour has cooked down for about a minute or 2, you're going to add in your tomatoes. Now you can add in whatever kind of tomatoes that you like, preferably canned. You can do petite diced or regular diced. You can do crushed tomatoes. Those work really well. And then you're just going to whisk that together, make sure it's all nice and combined, and then you're going to add in a little water at a time just until it's thickened. Sometimes it can take 1/2 cup, sometimes it can take 1 cup or more. It just depends on how much flour you use. And then you're just going to season that with salt and pepper and adjust the seasoning to your taste, and this is ready to go.
Just say the word and we can leave this place. I'll take you anywhere you want. As long as we're together, everything we'll do. You got me going, oh, you got me going, oh. Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do. Baby, let me love you, let me love you.
Now that the biscuits are done, I'm just going to remove them from the oven, put them on the stove here, and brush them with some melted butter. And as you've seen, Athena made an appearance because I have bacon cooking, and she absolutely loves bacon. It is one of her favorite treats. So whenever there's a bacon cooking, she is always in the kitchen. Moving on to the eggs. Now you can cook your eggs however you want. You can do sunny side up, over easy, fried, scrambled. You can even make an omelet. However you want your eggs, you cook them how you like them. So I've got a iron skillet here, and I've just melted in some butter, and I'm going to crack in my eggs, add a little bit of salt and pepper, and just let them cook for about a minute to a minute and a half per side, because I like mine over easy. But like I said, you cook them how you want them.
Let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, let me love you.
Alright guys, here's the spread. I've got my eggs here. I've got my daughter sitting over to the side. I've got some biscuits, some bacon that I air fried in the air fryer, and the tomato gravy. Now here's my plate. I just have my eggs here, a few slices of bacon, a biscuit with that delicious tomato gravy on top. And you guys, I love breakfast for dinner because I don't typically eat breakfast for breakfast. I'll eat it for lunch or dinner, but this was absolutely delicious. Today I'm going to be making some sesame ginger chicken. Now I make this according to the back of the package on the little seasoning packet. So I'm going to add that to a bowl along with some honey, soy sauce, and some olive oil. I'm going to mix that together until it's well combined. I'm going to save some of this for later so I can brush on the top of the chicken right before it gets done. And then I'm just going to add the chicken into this bowl, kind of toss it around, cover it with some plastic wrap, and I'm going to let this marinate for about 30 minutes to an hour.
We've been in two places all at once. Was that what we said would come undone? Feels like our minds have been turned off. Haven't seen each other for so long. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make, and I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. 'Cause tonight we have it all. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 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 You and me are moving. Make sure we get through this. Let's just keep on dancing as one.
Alright, so the chicken has been marinating for about 45 minutes at this point. I've gone ahead and greased a 9 by 13 inch baking dish, and I've also preheated my oven to 375 degrees. So I'm just going to add that chicken into this baking dish along with that marinade, and I'm going to put this in the oven for about 30 minutes. I'm going to take it out, brush the top of that chicken with that remaining sauce that I had set aside. I'm going to put it back in the oven for another 15 to 20 minutes, just until it's cooked completely through. While the chicken was baking in the oven, I went ahead and made some rice. Now I just added some rinsed rice to my Instant Pot here, along with some chicken broth. It's equal parts, 2 cups of rice to 2 cups of chicken broth. I just added that in there, stirred it around, put the lid on, made sure it was set to seal, hit the rice function, and let it do its thing. Alright guys, here is my plate. I have the sesame ginger chicken here, as well as the rice, some steamed mixed vegetables. I also cut me a slice of that Irish soda bread and added some butter to it. And you guys, this was absolutely delicious. But that is going to wrap up this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I love chit-chatting with all of you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.